Good evening, everyone. This is Felicia Hodges. This is my week 4 RISE Self review for graphic design and communications online. I first want to say I've thoroughly enjoyed this class. Thank you so much. This has definitely been a great experience, and I went in and I was very hungry for knowledge, and I'm very sad to see it end so soon. So I just wanted to say thank you. For the reflect part of my RISE review, I learned in this class that with things that I didn't necessarily I recognized, but I didn't realize what they were for sure, like proximity and alignment. I never realized that the reason why certain designs I really liked versus designs that I didn't necessarily care for, why, until I started going through those different lessons, and then it really started to make sense. And as I went into work, because I didn't just utilize this for a class, I actually took it with me into my job, and as I would start to lay things out, it made a lot more sense to follow what the book was saying, and I couldn't believe it at first. It was like, it can't be. But then as I started really trying these elements, not just with schoolwork, but also with my actual designs for work, I started to really see a huge difference just in slight things. So I might like it this way, but if I add just a little bit more, it actually changed the design completely from almost bland and boring to really dynamic and making a huge difference. I'm going to spend a lot more time probably just going through that book, just to learn as much as I can from our actual textbook, because I feel like I'm not one that loves to read by any means. I'm more of a get up, go out and try it. But I really enjoyed all the lessons in the book, so I'm probably going to continue to go through the book and test out different designs and keep seeing what all I can try and learn and utilize, just because I felt like I got so much out of it, and I'm not one normally to just spend a ton of time reading for school. I like to get into the actual design and the actual doing something versus reading through all of my school work reading boring part. But I actually really enjoyed it this class. What could I have done differently? I would say to this question, I would say, oh, I needed more time, but I loved this class so much that I was spending probably shouldn't say this. I was spending work hours testing out theories from this class just to be able to keep going in the class, whether I was doing schoolwork or I was at work. Actually, recently this month, we did an open house for our clients, and we were redoing my design office. So I laid out some designs based on stuff that I learned in class for my wall. And so I don't know that I could have done much differently, because I spent as much time, whether it was work time or home time, working on my designs and just testing things out. Actually, we're rebranding our company right now, so I've been utilizing anything I can out of this class to successfully come up with a brand for my job. How does your experience working with graphic design inform professional objectives? How do you see trying this career goals? Actually, I think I've already answered that question. Just I am a professional, a working professional who's going to school, and I happen to be a graphic designer, the lead graphic designer for my company. Still a baby at it because I haven't been doing it for very long, but I'm using it all the time as much as I can, just because this is what I do currently, and I do want to become a media strategist, but I've really loved the design, and I've loved it since I got into the business. I've been in the business in March. It'll be 4 years. So for me, this if I could take this class and just keep taking it, I probably would, just because I love it so much. I've learned a lot, and I think that the layout and the coursework and plus my classmates, you guys have been great. So I think that this class has been a huge help for my career goals, because knowing the right paths to show people to take is one thing, but being able to showcase that, okay, well, I think you should take this path, and here's why. Here's a really good design layout that I think could work for you. Not necessarily that they have to use it, but they have a layout that they can base it off of. So I think to be a good strategist, you kind of also have to have a little bit of a design background, just because you want to be able to, if they're sitting in front of you, you might not want to go full out design crazy, but you want to be able to say, if you put this element here and you move it around maybe like this, or you twist this just right this one way, it could work out, and you want to be able to display that sometimes right there on the spot. And I believe that this class, kind of gets you ready for that. But that's pretty much all I have for today. So thank you guys so much. I look forward to hopefully seeing you again and being in your class again, or being able to take another graphic design course. Thank you guys so much.